The funniest person you know is probably the one struggling the most, and most people never realize it. You know that person who makes everyone laugh, the one with the perfect joke for every uncomfortable silence, the one who can lighten any room. Yeah, that person goes home, closes the door, and sometimes can't remember the last time anyone asked if they were okay. Think about the last time something genuinely hurt you, not surface level. The kind that sits in your chest for days. What did you do with it? Be honest. If you're someone who hides pain with humor, you probably made a joke about it, before anyone could ask, before anyone could see. Not because it wasn't real, but because making people laugh felt safer than being seen. Psychologists call this defensive humor, but it's more than that. It's a survival skill. Your brain found the most socially acceptable way to deal with pain, one that keeps everyone comfortable, including you. But pause, because here's what nobody talks about. That shield works so well that eventually even you forget what it's protecting. You were not born like this. At some point, something taught you that your pain made other people uncomfortable. Maybe you cried and got told to stop. Maybe you opened up and the room went awkward. Maybe you were honest about how you felt, and instead of being held, you got nothing. So you adapted. You discovered that when you made people laugh, everything shifted. The discomfort disappeared. And for a moment, everything felt okay. That discovery became permanent. Here is the painful irony. Every time you deflect with humor, your brain files the pain away unprocessed. Not gone, just waiting. And unfelt pain does not disappear. It accumulates, quietly, until the person making everyone laugh cannot remember the last time anyone saw them. Really saw them, but here is what most people completely miss. Underneath the humor, there is someone who feels things more deeply than almost anyone around them. Research shows people who use humor to cope score significantly higher on emotional intelligence. Think about that. The person deflecting with a joke is often the most emotionally aware person in the room. They just learned that awareness was safer when it was hidden. Seriously. The very thing that makes you funny is the same thing that makes your pain so heavy. You feel everything. You just became an expert at making sure nobody notices. Here is what I need you to hear. The humor was never the problem, but there is a difference between laughter that comes from joy and laughter that comes from hiding. You are allowed to not be funny sometimes. You are allowed to say, "I am not okay," without following it with a punchline. The people worth keeping will not need you to perform to earn your place in the room. And when someone finally sees past the joke, what they find underneath is usually the most real person they have ever met. You were never too much. You just never had a safe enough space to be exactly that.